Much love, and I'm Wayne Johnson with Doc and Queen Ministries. Let us continue with Exodus chapter 6, and it reads, Then the Lord said to Moses, Now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh. I will use my great power against him, and he will let my people go. He will be so ready for them to leave that he will force them to go. Then God said to Moses, I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They called me God All-Powerful. They did not know my name, the Lord. I made an agreement with them. I promised to give them the land of Canaan. They lived in that land, but it was not their own. Now I have heard their painful cries. I know that they are slaves in Egypt, and I remember my agreement. So tell the Israelites that I say to them, I am the Lord. I will save you. You will no longer be slaves of the Egyptians. I will use my great power to make you free, and I will bring terrible punishment to the Egyptians. You will be my people, and I will be your God. I am the Lord your God, and you will know that I made you free from Egypt. I made a great promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I promised to give them a special land. So I will lead you to that land. I will give you that land. It will be yours. I am the Lord. So Moses told this to the Israelites, but the people would not listen to him. They were working so hard that they were not patient with Moses. Then the Lord said to Moses, Go tell Pharaoh that he must let the Israelites leave his land. But Moses answered, Lord, the Israelites refused to listen to me. So surely Pharaoh will also refuse to listen. I am a very bad speaker. But the Lord talked with Moses and Aaron and commanded them to go and talk to the Israelites and to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. He commanded them to lead the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. Let us stop there at verse 13. So I just want to go back to, you got to understand that when God makes a promise, he's going to do it no matter what. And he made this promise, it says in verse 8, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said he promised to give them a special land. This was the land of Canaan. And the Lord, when he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. The problem is we as people, we try to figure it out. And we have no clue how it happens. Because we see here that Moses tells to God that the people won't listen to him. Because we and those people were just as much caught up in what they were going through at that present moment than what's in the future. See, we can only see right here, right now, and we have a hard time looking for down the road. And it just goes to show us, even when we know what God has for us, how difficult for us to make it, because we are so caught up in the at moment state of what we're going through. But the Lord told Moses to tell the Israelites anyway. And Moses had enough sense. If the Israelites refused to listen to him, he knew that Pharaoh was going to also refuse to listen as well. Now, he blamed it on him being a bad speaker, but just like anything else, I'm sure Pharaoh wasn't going to do it whether he was a good speaker or a bad speaker, because this wasn't the right moment. And if the Israelites who were going to benefit from this weren't going to listen, surely Pharaoh, who had everything to lose, wasn't going to listen as well. Let us continue with verse 14, and there's going to be some words I'm going to probably butcher up, but nevertheless, we're going to do our best to get through it. These are the names of the leaders of the families of Israel. Israel's first son, Reuben, had 4 sons. They were Hanok, Palu, Zimron, and Carmi. Simon's sons were Jamil, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Saul was the sons from a Canaanite woman. Levi lived 137 years. His sons were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Gershon had two sons, Libni and Shemiah. Kohath lived 133 years. His sons were Amaraz, Izahar, Hebron, and Zuli. Merari's sons were Mahila and Mushi. All these families were from Israel's sons, Levi. I'm going to skip down and not continue to try the pronunciation of these names and move down to the end of verse 25, where it says all these people were from Israel's sons, Levi. Aaron and Moses were from this tribe, and they are the men the Lord spoke to and said, lead my people out of Israel in groups. Aaron and Moses are the men who talked to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and told him to let the Israelites leave Egypt. The Lord spoke to Moses again in the land of Egypt. He said, I am the Lord. Tell the king of Egypt everything I tell you. But Moses, standing there before the Lord, said, you know me. I'm a very bad speaker. How will I make the king listen to me? Now, what God is building up, it seems as if he's telling them it's going to happen. You need to keep doing what I'm doing despite your limitations. But Moses is clear to constantly share what he cannot do. But we must understand it's not so much what we can't do, but what we can do through our God Almighty. So that was the ending of Exodus chapter 6. We're constantly learning. God is going to continue to tell us what to do even when we have doubt in ourselves and doubt in the others that we have to deal. But God is going to allow us to continue to push forward because what God says has to come to pass. Thank you. Take care. God bless. And once again, much love.